Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. In this video are going to learn BLDC motor construction principle and control. This motor has a high power to weight ratio due to absence of field winding. The field is produced by the permanent magnet of the machine. Principle of this motor is the same as a synchronous motor. Based on the rotor structure, the BLDC motor classified into three categories. First, projection magnet type, second, inset magnet type, and third, interior magnet type. This is diagram of projection magnet type, inset magnet type, interior magnet type. Now let us discuss the principle of BLDC motor. Here in this example, the machine of the stator has three poles 120 degree apart. Each pole has its own winding called W1, W2 and W3. This winding is used to create electromagnetic poles in the stator. Remember, stator winding is wood such that it produces south poles in the inner side of the stator poles. When excite the direction of current shown in figure. The permanent magnet rotor of this machine has two poles. From this rotor position shown here, if we excite the winding W2 south pole is created under W2 winding of the stator. The south pole of the stator attracts rotor and poles, and the same time south pole of the stator repel rotor's poles. As a result of this, rotor rotates 120 degree in the clockwise direction. After some time, excitation of W2 is removed and W3 is energized, and as a result, south pole is generated under W3 winding and rotor completes another 120 degree rotation. Each excitation of winding causes 120 degree rotation called the step size of the stepper motor. Now, when winding WN is excited, rotor completes its full revolution of 360 degree. This way continuously clockwise direction can be obtained by exiting the winding sequentially. To rotate in anti-clockwise direction, sequence of excitation need to be reversed. For example, after excitation of winding W1, winding W3 must be excited, and finally winding W2 is excited to complete one full revolution in anti-clockwise direction. Here, the rotate BLDC motor, two important aspects are need to be understand first. How and when to excite the winding. To excite the stator winding, DC source and electronic switches such as transistor are used as shown in figure. Anti-parallel diode is connected to freewheel the stator energized for inductor. When any one of the transistor is turned on, respective phase winding will be energized and poles is generated that winding. When to excite the stator winding. Before excitation of any winding, information of exact rotor position is required. For that purpose, encoder or optical sensor are used. In our case, light source with transistor are used to get the position of rotor. When phototransistor received the light generated by the LED, then phototransistor gives I signal. And when phototransistor not able to receive the light generated by the LED, phototransistor gives low signal. If we rotating disc blocked the LED signal, phototransistor gives low signal, otherwise it provides high signal. In BLDC motor, we have three optimal encoder and that pre-placed 120 degree apart. The phototransistor of this encoder is connected to transistor. Switch off the excite the winding whenever phototransistor receives the light. That corresponding phototransistor is turning on and also makes the transistor on. The phototransistor 1 is connected to transistor T3. The phototransistor 2 is connected to stator T1 and the phototransistor 3 is connected to transistor T2 for clockwise rotation. The rotor of BLDC motor is attached with special disc as shown here. This disc has two threads, opaque region that is non-transparent for light, and one threads region is transparent region as allow the light to pass through. In the present situation only PT3 encoded transparent region, and as result of this PT3 turning on and PT3 makes transistor T2 on. As a result winding W2 is excited and rotor rotates for 120 degree in clockwise direction. This rotation makes PT3 turning off because PT3 is now covered by opaque region. In the present situation now PT1 is encoded non-transparent region and allow the light to pass through it, and as a result PT1 turning on and it makes transistor T3 to be turned on. Hence winding W3 is excited and rotor further rotates 120 degree. Now PT2 is uncovered and turning on and it makes transistor T1 on. As a result winding W1 is energized and full rotation is completed. For anticlockwise rotation phototransistor connection need to be updated. Note that this arrangement of this transistor switch allows only unidirectional current and at any time only one winding is excited. If we draw the plot of torque versus time due to angle variation, torque fluctuation is observed for low performance such as CPU fan. This arrangement can be used. Thank you.